What was the emotion like? What was the feeling like when you put pen to paper and signed an NFL contract?
Yeah, it was a dream come true. Something as a little kid growing up. It was one of my goals and one of my dreams. So it was awesome, and just really thankful, and just really happy to be able to do it.
You went to a couple of different schools for your college football career, two very different places, and I briefly mentioned to you that I'm familiar with Rutgers being from New Jersey.
Mhm.
For you, what was it like to have that experience to go to a few different spots and see, different parts of the country, meet different people? How would you describe that experience?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was difficult at times. I've told a lot of people, throughout the interview process, kind of some adversity that I went through, being out at Rutgers, just being a Midwest kid from, Southwest Missouri going to Jersey. It's a huge transition. It's a lot of people, very fast-paced life. So it was difficult at times, but looking back at it, I think it was one of the best decisions I've ever made is going out there and grew up a lot, matured a lot, learned how to do things of my own. So give that experience a lot of credit, and then coming back to Nebraska was unbelievable experience. A lot of fun. Had a lot of success, a lot of hardships too, as well with injuries and stuff like that. So, it was a great experience, and just thankful that I'm getting an opportunity at the next level as well.
Nebraska a little bit more like home than Rutgers, huh?
Yeah, it was a little more what I'm used to. I've got my family's out in Lincoln. My grandparents, my aunts, uncles, my mom and dad went to Nebraska Kearney. So I got the Nebraska roots, and was just really happy to be back. Where all the family was at, and to have that unbelievable experience.
You mentioned in your answer to my first question about how it's a dream come true from when you're a little kid. And I think any kid that starts out playing sports, they think, maybe someday I'll be able to play in the NFL or Major League Baseball, whatever it might be. Um, but to actually have it happen, could you ever have really imagined going back and, thinking about actually having this opportunity now?
It's tough to say because I've always kind of believed in myself that I could do it, and I think that I've had that confidence, and kind of as a young kid that I knew it was if I wanted to get there, I'd have to bust my behind, and that's something my dad always told me. You're just gonna have to work for it. Especially coming out of high school, I wasn't extremely heavily recruited. I was a kind of undersized kid, so I figured I'd if I worked my tail off and just stayed to the course, that the opportunity would come, and just thankful that it's here, and just ready to get back out to Baltimore next week, and get to work at OTAs.
How was your first visit there with them?
Yeah, it was awesome. I had mini camp last weekend with them, and it's quite different than college. I'll tell you that it's a little more fast. There's guys there that are huge everywhere. You're not really going against some of the smaller guys in college. So everybody's great at the pro level, and it was an unbelievable experience, and I can't wait to get back out there.
Yeah, everybody's big and everybody's fast, right? I mean, there's
Exactly.
there's no in between. It's all everybody's like that.
Yeah, yeah, and being a tight end, you have to block the DNs, and those guys are the freakiest athletes in the world. So it's tough, but I love the challenge of doing it.
Yeah, guys that are 6'5", 270, 280 should not be able to move that quickly. It's just not
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's tough.
What does this mean to you to represent Kickapoo this way in the Springfield community? And how much did your time at Kickapoo playing football there help you to get to where you are now?
Yeah, it means everything for me. I love Southwest Missouri, Springfield, Kickapoo. I love that area. I've still got great friends and family back there, and it means a lot. It's a great privilege to represent them, and show out for Missouri and Southwest Missouri, and just all my experiences throughout elementary, middle, high school, all the way throughout that all played a huge role in so many people that poured into it, and I can't thank them enough for everything they've done for me. But it's a really really big privilege to be able to do that.
You still follow along with how they're doing. They had one of their better years this past year, probably since you were playing there.
Yeah, yeah, I follow them. Talk to the coaches, talk to some of the guys. up at Nebraska, we had a couple of camps that a couple of the Kickapoo guys came up. So I got to talk to them and, just kind of, guide them throughout, the high school experience. And then with them wanting to play at the college level as well, just to keep grinding and to keep working. And it was good to see those guys. And yeah, so I think they're going to have another great year. I hope so. And I'll be following along.
All right. And then I guess last thing for you is we all know that it's awesome to be able to sign with the team. Next step is trying to make that active roster, right? For you, what's the mindset about now trying to be one of those 53 guys that gets the call, when the season starts?
Yeah, doing what I've been doing. Waking up, taking one day at a time, grinding, studying my behind off, in the playbook and the weight room, working hard, and just continue to do what I've done. I take a lot of pride in work ethic and how I represent myself, on the field and off the field. So to make the roster.
All right. Well, we're all pulling for you, man. Best of luck. Hopefully, next time we're talking to you, it's because you're about to actually go play some football games for the Baltimore Ravens in the regular season. How cool would that be?
That'd be a dream come true. It'd be awesome. Thanks for having me. I've appreciated this time.